where'd you pull this recipe from?
Out of my Y'all, today I'm trying something different. I'm making a brand new recipe without spending a single dollar or stepping a single foot outside of the house to go to the grocery store. Everything that I'm using is already in my pantry, refrigerator, and freezer. The problem is I don't have all of the ingredients to complete the recipe. And when a recipe isn't complete, the question isn't just, will this work? It's, am I about to waste all this food? With grocery prices the way they are, we cannot be wasting food, y'all. If this turns out bad, plan B is we're gonna end up in somebody's drive-thru, and that's gonna cost money that I didn't plan on spending. Now, you've probably seen that Marry Me Chicken TikTok viral recipe going around. It's old. It's probably like a couple of years old by now. Well, today I'm going to be making that, but in a soup version. So we're about to find out if adjusting the recipe is enough, or if I'm gonna have to head to somebody's drive-thru. Let's find out together.
Nope. Nope.
And this is where the real decisions start, y'all. I'm missing a few key ingredients. Like I said, the recipe calls for sun-dried tomatoes, and I don't have those. So I'm using tomato paste instead. It also calls for onions, but I'm completely out of onions, so I'm using a frozen pepper and onion blend, and that actually adds onion, bell pepper, and I'm also using celery, so basically the trinity. And it shouldn't throw the flavor off too much. At least I'm hoping that it's not going to throw the flavor off too much. I also don't have Parmesan or fresh spinach, but what I do have is frozen spinach and Kobe Jack cheese. So those aren't exact swaps. So this is where the recipe either comes together or it falls completely apart. But either way, we are about to find out what this stuff is going to taste like with these swaps. The hardest part about trying something new isn't the actual cooking itself. It's the fear of wasting food and time in the kitchen. Now, most recipes are written as if every single ingredient is already in your kitchen. They assume you have every spice or every dairy option already on hand. Recipes don't really consider real life kitchens. But one thing that helps me to swap out ingredients in recipes is knowing that they are built on flavor profiles like creamy, salty, savory, acidic, or heat. So if you understand the purpose of each profile, you can easily swap the ingredient. And that took me a while to understand, but once I did, I was able to make recipes and not worry about not having an ingredient. Now for this soup, the recipe usually calls for heavy cream, sun-dried tomatoes, Parmesan, and fresh herbs. Like I said, I don't have all of that. I do have the heavy cream, but I don't have the sun-dried tomatoes or the Parmesan. Definitely don't have fresh herbs. So instead of asking, can I make this exactly like the recipe? I'm asking, what is the purpose of this ingredient and what do I already have that can do the same thing? Let me know down in the comment section, what is your go-to substitution when you run out of something? We all could benefit from knowing this information. So how do we know which ingredients to use if something is missing? First thing is, if you're missing something like cream, look in your fridge or pantry to see what do you already have that can add richness or thickness. Milk with a little flour or cornstarch, or if you have a can of evaporated milk, even a small amount of cream cheese would make great substitutions for missing cream, because they all serve the same purpose, to make your dish rich and creamy. Now, if you don't have sun-dried tomatoes, like I don't have sun-dried tomatoes, you're really missing acidity. Now, what do you already have in your pantry that's acidic? For me, that was tomato paste. You could also use a can of diced tomatoes. Those are great substitutions when you need to replace something that is acidic. It's easy to assume that the recipe will fail if an ingredient is missing, but once you understand how to substitute a missing ingredient, the recipe that you thought would fail will turn out perfectly. Trying something new with what you already have builds your cooking skills. Now, this soup might not taste exactly like the viral version. That's not the goal. The goal is proving that you can make a satisfying meal for your family. And every time you do this, your confidence grows. You learn what can be skipped and what can be replaced. And sometimes the version you make becomes the one you prefer because it fits your family's taste buds and your budget. You have to take chances because otherwise you will never know what's on the other side of trying. And that's the part most people skip. They stop before they start because the outcome isn't guaranteed. But when you work with what you have, either you're going to get a meal that works or you learn to do it differently the next time. Either way, you move forward. This Marry Me chicken soup is just about finished, and to me, it tastes pretty good. But the real decision isn't mine. My family will decide if this becomes part of our weekly or monthly rotation. Now, I also decided to stretch this meal a little further with homemade garlic toast. This bread was a clearance find from Walmart for 40 cents, y'all. You can't beat that with a stick. All I had to do was slice it up and add some butter with garlic powder and Italian seasoning. Now, plating these bowls reminds me why I keep trying. Even when groceries are so expensive, it brings things back into focus when I'm able to put a meal together without spending extra money and without giving up when the plan isn't perfect. It feels so good knowing that I didn't have to run out and buy more ingredients to make this work. I used what I already had here. I made decisions instead of scrapping the whole entire plan. And now dinner is ready because of that. Now, as parents, when it comes to taking care of our families, we will make a way out of no way. And today proves that no matter what the challenge is, we don't stop trying. So let's see what Braden's gonna think about this Marry Me chicken soup.
Looks pretty delicious. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, this actually is really good. It's like mac and cheese or something?
Yeah, it's like I use the mac and cheese noodles.
Did you say mac and cheese?
Yeah, I didn't use the sauce. I just used the noodles. I didn't put mac and cheese in it.
It's like chicken and mac and cheese, two of my favorite things. Yeah, two of my favorite things too. Like, I'm gonna have to. When did you even decide to make this? Like, this is Russian. Like, where did you pull this recipe from?
Out of my But nah, you know, I've been researching new recipes. I'm trying to find stuff that I know y'all would eat. I know y'all like the Marry Me chicken, so I'm sure y'all would like it in a soup version.
I ain't getting a piece of this. Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Jordan's Reviews. As you can see, what we're trying today is Marry Me chicken. By my mother's means Marry Me chicken, but in soup form. So, can I just grab any of these plates?
Yep, just grab any one of them.
This one looking mighty clean, so I'm gonna just doink this one. And I'm just gonna. Okay, as you saw from my brother's reaction, that looked pretty goddamn good. So, I like to yap. I might gotta dig into it, but before I do, I gotta get my little pleasantries out the way. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Doing great day, night, evening, afternoon, such and such, such and such. I hope it is a good day, great afternoon or whatnot. And if it ain't, hold up a smile on your face. And why is this? I wish I could smile wider. I probably shouldn't smile wider. That would probably be possessed, ghostly stuff. But if I could smile wider, I would smile wider. Yeah, so yeah, great day. My day's been great, by the way. I just came downstairs. Mother made, new recipe. I already said, Marry Me chicken, soup edition. By my brother's reaction, that looked, it was pretty goddamn good. So I'm keeping a bean, which I'll keep it a stack. I probably ain't gonna be doing too much of the yippity yapping and more of the munching. But so let me actually get to the munching. But before I get to the munching, I keep forgetting, bro. I gotta show you what it looks like at a up close. Get a good look at it. We got some spinach in there. I'm kind of 50-50 on spinach, but you know, like I said, I won't be tasting too much of it, or it might blend in with the other flavors. So hopefully it's good. Okay. I greeted y'all. Now welcome y'all into the kitchen. Okay, I'll show you what it looked like. There's nothing left but to try it. Try it before I deny it. Okay, I might as well get a little bit of spinach on there. This ain't hot, is it?
It shouldn't be. Nah, but that's a big spoonful, huh? You can try it and see. Brayden had a little big spoonful.
I felt a little bit of steam come off of it. Hang on. So
what you mean is you're gonna eat the whole bowl for Jordan's reviews.
So
big back attack. Boom, 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 boom.
Delicious, fantastic, heavenly, man, starly, universally, man. If the reaction wasn't enough, it's freaking good. That Marry Me chicken soup form, I'm gonna have to marry it, bro. I'm gonna have to. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a good one right there. And the bread little. Oh, I forgot what it was. It was so good. Garlic bread on top of there. Yeah, I had to big back attack that bread real quick. I ain't even got. I had to do that on camera, bro. So give it a 500 zillion out of 10. Gotta go there. I think that might be my final rating analysis. That's what I rate the Marry Me chicken soup form. That is what I give the Marry Me chicken soup edition. I'm gonna tell you what, I actually did taste spinach. It wasn't half that bad. It wasn't that bad. It was delicious even. That's Jordan's Reviews. So I hope y'all enjoyed it, everybody. Listen, this is, I really do hope y'all enjoy it, because I can't stay here longer. I'm feeling hungry, and this is a meal sent by the gods. So, I'm gonna have to amazing. I'm gonna get on out of here. But before I go, y'all know what to do. I don't gotta say it. I don't have to say it. And that is all I got.
What is happening?
My dog tweaking over there. My little pupper. Oh yeah! I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know what to do. That's all. I already said that. Oh. I love y'all viewers. Big Mac Attack. I'ma catch y'all in the next. Not get me again.
Y'all, I am so happy that this turned out the way it did. The Marry Me soup wasn't just about copying a trend. It was about using what was already in my kitchen and substituting those missing ingredients. So if you've been putting off cooking a specific recipe because you don't have all of the ingredients or you don't have enough money to go out and buy all of the missing ingredients, this is your sign to do it anyway, because the only way to know what's on the other side of trying is if you do it. Now, if this kind of cooking helps you, let me know down in the comments section, because this type of video is for real kitchens and real budgets. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a part of the family, I would love for you to become a part of the family by hitting that subscribe button. I hope you all have an amazing day, and we will chit chat in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.
I'll see you guys. If you can try it, we'll get you Baldur's Gate 3.
Alright. Where the money at?
Say what?
Where the money at? We'll send it to your account. See, like, y'all can just
Where the money at? Like,
y'all can just hit me with the okie doke. Like, y'all can just maybe eat a whole bowl and then I get nothing. Like,
eat the whole bowl and get Baldur's Gate 3, bro.
just take a spoonful.
you get Baldur's Gate trade offer. You eat what? Like a few bites, you get Baldur's Gate 3.
Nice.
Like just a few bites, and you get Baldur's Gate 3. Try it before you deny it, bro, Tacho.
I'm just saying, hey, best case scenario, you eat it and you like it and you get Baldur's Gate 3. Worst case scenario, you eat it and you implode.
See, like, the worst case scenario could happen. I think the worst case scenario will happen, bro.
Worst case scenario, you spontaneously combust on the spot, but that's besides the point.
And are you a robot? Thanks, I heard my name.
Here forever.